Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Today I want to talk about Grand Arena, specifically my preparations for it. Also an update on the Thrawn event. With the main event completed, I have unlocked Artist of War on Mythic. However, I can only do one of the events because on the final one, Thrawn continues to just annihilate me. I know it's close to the same requirement as the 7-star version, but... And then it does have a new ability, but I'm not having any wins on it. And then the final tier, Tier 3... How do I put this? One character got a turn. A single solitary turn. And the rest was just Phoenix Squad destroying me. And it's all 6 Phoenix Squad members. Oh, and on the ship event, I did not think of something, and I probably should have thought it through. My Executrix is not 7 stars, so I cannot go after... Or, not my Executrix, but I don't have a 7-star capital ship, so no going after that. Although Thrawn is now my primary capital ship because... Yeah, he do good. Where is it? Where is Chimera? Here is Chimera. Thanks to Thrawn's upgrades, has a 4,000 GP lead now over Tarkin, and I'm saving up now to get everything to level 7. Can't do level 8 because you need ship star 7, but just, I want that level 8 thing, but... Yeah, and then this ability is usually lowest on my rank to update because it just straight, like, it's the final ability and it's just a kill move. It's just game over, they're dead. I've only had one situation where using that move did not finish the game. And it does damage based on the enemy ships. It does not matter what rank it is. So that one is the lowest one to rank up. This one, since it's my opening move, is usually my first thing to do. I am still a couple turns away from that, although actually I do have... the store has refreshed since I was in. Right, I can scroll down without clicking, but I can't scroll up. I can only scroll... What the hell? I can scroll up, apparently. Okay, so yeah, store is refreshed. We're working on Chopper, I think. I'm debating Chopper or Cassian's U-Wing. You know, we'll keep working on Chopper. Again, just to power up the ship he's on because he's got a really good thing. Do that later. Yeah, so 2 more and I'll be able to make the next upgrade. So 2 more of those. Alright, so Grand Arena. This is the brand new feature that came out the day I started making videos of this. But there's been some problems. There's been some controversy. The first iteration of Grand Arena had a critical failure of a bug, which got it completely negated, and everyone just got the prizes for wasting their time, basically. So it looks like I will be up against Senzek, is how I'm going to pronounce that. Senzek. He has the patron title and the basic thing, so I'm going to assume he does not... he is going to be easier to defeat. I know, it's kind of gaudy of me to assume that, but everyone in my guild, except for the really low level people, they picked some kind of icon, and we're all kind of mad that there's no General Grievous icon, but I get the feeling he's in one of the, what do you call it? Words. He's in one of the prize packs. So, this is the Grand Arena. It's kind of like a territory war, except smaller. It's just you versus them, me versus him. So because of my my galactic power ranking, I have to put 4 teams on defense. I've learned that if you have more power, you have to put out more teams. The basic goal of all this is that you will be reaching deep into your roster, which I have had to do, actually. So, for the territory wars, I'm trying to remember exactly what teams I set down on defense, but I think I'm going to change up a couple of them. So I made sure to spread out my top 2 teams on defense because I don't want to lose. Like, I want to win, obviously. The prizes are pretty good. So I've decided that one will hold my arena team, my 104th Galactic Power team, which does kind of reduce my options. Theoretically, I could take out Nihilus and Scion and make it an Empire team, And then I would have Nihilus free to lead a Sith team, but I'm going to go ahead with this. It is now confirmed. I'm going to go back and go to my other territory, because if you beat the territory, the whole thing, you gain more points than for anything else. So I'm spreading out my defenses evenly. So we're going to do my Jedi squad, which is not as powerful on paper, but is actually quite potent. But I'm going to make one change. I'm going to take out Ezra, because I want Ezra for a Phoenix team, and I'm going to put in my next best Jedi option, which, while Snips is higher powered... Where are you? Wow, okay, maybe I need to... Okay, I must have passed him. Where's Qui-Gon? I'm looking for Qui-Gon Jinn. There's Qui-Gon Jinn. So we're going to put in Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah, so definitely some lost power, but Qui-Gon is still a pretty good character. Oh, that nose. Yikes. Yeah, so Qui-Gon is still pretty good. Now, for the other two defensive teams, I've been taking some thoughts on who should I use, because I don't really consider myself to have 4 good teams. And then on offense, I use the kitchen sink strategy. So one of the few teams that I know I still have that's halfway decent is my First Order, and I usually, I used them last time, and I think I'll use them this time. So that was the kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to do this squad. Oh, goddammit, I forgot to level up First Order Officer. Again, another character where Capital Games, some face work is needed for some of these older characters. So we're going to go ahead and set them. It's Kylo Ren Unmasked, Kylo Ren Regular, Phasma, the First Order TIE Fighter Basic, and the First Order Officer, because those are what I used to get BB-8. All right, so there's that team set up. And then the last one, so it is going to put more of my power, I think, on this side, but the last team I'd like to use on defense is my Commander Luke Skywalker team. And again, I'm going to take Ezra out because I want him available on offense. In his place, I put Raid Han, because Raid Han has pretty good synergy. So it's Luke, Leia, 2 Hans, and R2-D2. Because because of how hard it was to get Commander Luke Skywalker, I really powered up my Stormtrooper Han. And wait, I never took Leia to 85. Whoops. Also, the stuff is screenshotted from when the event first started today at about 3 or 4 o'clock. So I did not, I repeat, did not get to have any changes I make since then take effect. So that is going to be my strategy. There are other combinations of teams that would work. I know, for example, when I went out on my first offensive round, I faced a... What did I face? I faced another Empire Palpatine team, so not a Sith Palpatine team. I faced an Empire team. I faced a Bastila team. I faced a Rebel team that wasn't Luke Skywalker, and I faced a Bounty Hunter team. My Bounty Hunters, I don't think, are quite ready for offense yet. Like, if we look at them... Here's my best Bounty Hunters. We've got Boba, Boss, Cad Bane, Jango, Greedo, IG, Zam, Dengar, Embo, and Aura. All the Bounty Hunters, and I do need to do a lot of work on them. Dengar is just... Oh, I did not realize that Zam and Jango are ready for upgrades. Now, Jango is way higher priority than Zam, so... Okay, what is this? This is... Okay, yep, doing that. And, okay, so it was the same thing twice. And actually, I think I know why, because I bought this in the store just now. This is a pretty common piece, but it's core for that one, or it's core for a lot of crafts, so... Yeah, nope, that. Okay, so there's 6 more speed on Jango, and what's his last thing? The same thing, so just screw it. I mean, I think... Hey, we might be 7-starring Jango right now. Again, this won't work for Territory Wars. Let's do 8, just because this does have a rather low drop rate. Yeah, see, 8 of them, and I only got 2, and I don't even know if that was enough for the whole... It was enough, okay. Bam! Jango is 7 stars, or Gear 7, which is important, because Gear 7 is when you start getting protection. Alright, that should be the... Yeah, I got those for days. What's that? That is a Carbonti. That is something level 61, and that is those. Okay, so, yeah, sorry. I get distracted. This is just my personality. Point is, though, Django's getting powerful. So if I took a team in, it would be Boba, Bosk, Cad, Greedo, and IG-88. And I would, and depending on how I felt about the enemy team, if I thought I wanted more offense, I would have Boba Fett in the lead because he's got a pretty good bounty hunter lead, 40% crit. Bounty hunter's getting speed. I should probably upgrade that, honestly. Yeah. And then it's an Omega, but it's just 10% crit, so I don't view that worthy of Omega. So his thing is offense, Bosk's is defense, and his has a Zeta. So if I had the Zeta, it would always be Bosk. But yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts on them. And again, I've got missing stars out the wazoo. So this is another team that I might take on offense. Again, I used kitchen sink for my wins before, with the first one being just my top 5 remainders being led by Sidious. Now that Ezra's back, he will go on Phoenix, so that'll be another offense. So then Nightsisters is another one where I'm getting closer. I spent all my credits today on Talzin to get her to 75. She is now 4 stars, so some progress you guys can actually see, and then I think I've done some gearing on them as well, just because I had the mats. Acolyte is another one where I am eventually going to focus more on her. In fact, what's your missing thing? Oh yeah, this is another common, the back to things and then the part of a med pack. Those are another common green item that you just kind of need a few of. So getting her to gear 8 would be nice too, but she does not have any mods on her. And then I also started upping Talzane's mods. I'm just at a point where gearing up a whole faction practically from scratch kind of hurts, because, like, Ventress is my strongest, and she's in a pretty decent state, honestly. She's gear 10, she's got mods. In fact, I could slice one, but I'm not going to right now. You know, she's just 1 Zeta away from done, and she's already got 1 Zeta. So I did not have any good luck on my last draw for these. I believe tomorrow, tomorrow is the next day, because tomorrow is Sunday. And that's the every challenge available on regular challenges, and then it's back-to-back mats challenges for ships, because Monday is all the ships mats. But yeah, so this is my Night Sister crew. If I put it together, how much GP are we looking at? I think it's in, okay, so 18, give or take, 28... 36, 42, and 47. So it's not ready. It's absolutely not ready. The general rule of thumb is they don't even let anything under 6,000 GP in, and that would just give you 30,000 points. But my personal rule is nothing under 65,000 power. And I don't remember if I let the First Order in, but the First Order is doing that because my 2 Kylo Rens are so powerful, they really, really, really carry their teams. But yeah, getting Night Sisters pumped up is another. I do have enough that I could make a second Rebels team if I wanted. Because, okay, R2, so everyone in the top row except Akbar and Pathfinder are out. So I can make an Akbar Rebel team that could have Scarif Pathfinder for the tank, Biggs for the Biggs Cassian, so that's 4 out of 5, and then I think I'd take Farm Boy Luke because he's at full power versus Old Ben, and then I do have a lot of other ones. Like I got Chirrut up to 7 stars because I've fought him in arena and territory battles all the time, and he is really, really good. But he's his best when. He is his best when he is paired with Baze Malbus, who I do not have unlocked because I didn't do his marquee event. That was Rogue One was when I was kind of just getting used to higher level play, but I still wasn't feeling marquee events, and I didn't understand the importance of this. Of the Baze Chirrut combo. Like, I missed the part where Chirrut can just heal everyone to oblivion, and I don't know why. I honestly think the main reason I didn't finish unlocking Baze is because I used this ability, and I was like, this isn't fun. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Like, I expected him to mow people down. That's what I interpreted his abilities as, and the devs obviously had a different plan since he's got a whole lot of options, but and his tanking is nice, but I didn't understand the whole unique interplay thing, so I don't have him, and now he's a hard node farm, so I don't know if I'll ever really get him. Like, he sometimes shows up in the shops and I buy him. Like, I think half of my things just come from the shard shop, but yeah. So that's that's another team. What other ones are there? A lot of people are going to have Ewoks ready to go now. Another surprise option sometimes is droids. I have General Grievous 7-star, so he's viable. BB-8, and again, my main problem is then my other droids, half of the good ones are in use, but it would be BB-8, K2SO, HK-47, and IG. Sentinel droid would be my best, so that's like a desperation pull. Let's see, like I said, people have Ewoks. Galactic Republic doesn't really have much except for the clones, but I don't have my clones, but some people have clones. Jawas is another thing that people who are doing the heroic tank raid have. Like I said, I'm doing Phoenix. Resistance is one where I want to do it, but I'm not ready at all. I actually need to gear up Finn, and I'm still working on the 2 vets. Because I haven't just for all the events coming up right now, I haven't felt like I should be spending my crystals on bonus rolls for Cantina. Like, I'm actually going to do one now just because I'm looking and I was like, okay, I've got 800 crystals. I can afford this. So we're going to do another set of Cantinas on you. I had a good one earlier today, so yeah, this one didn't balance out. So yeah, still got a vet and a half to do. So that's the other teams. Now this is just the beginning of, what do you call it, of Grand Arena. Because they're going to have variations. They're going to have zone-specific stuff, like you have to use this type of team, or the one I'm looking the most forward to is the 3-on-3s, because then your roster allows your roster to do a lot more. Like, for example, if we did a 3-on-3, I might go ahead and cobble together the Geonosians, you know. Because there's a few of them, and they're good. Well, they're okay. Like, again, I would, like, for example, I'd have to upgrade his stuff, like, bam, then all the way up. I'm also now, they also said they were going to do ship-based ones, which has me very nervous, and it is part of the reason I'm powering up the Geonosians. I'm actually now 2 for 3 on max level geoships. I did go ahead and give Spy the 7-star, but both Spy and his ship are level 1, so he's not actually that powerful. But and then again, just Thrawn is god tier now. Home 1 will be the one I end up using versus the Chimera, so I'll have to wait again for the next round. I think Home 1's Mastery is coming up later in the month, but I'm still... What was I at 60? So that means I need 3 more months where I get it, and I don't think it's every month. But then I'll be ready, because I had no trouble defeating it. I literally just woke up. I was like, okay, let's take one crack at it. Maybe I'll make a video on it later. Nope, annihilated it. Didn't break a sweat. Didn't even lose a unit. So, yeah, not gonna stress too much about that. Okay, I think that does it for this. Kept this one under 20 minutes. I hope you guys are liking the videos. We are getting some discussions down in the comments, and I'm happy to answer questions. Just to make it clear, my guild is not Sith Raid Heroic yet. We are tier 6 of 7, and we are trying to get there. That's why I'm focusing on Nightsisters and Bounty Hunters, so I'll have viable options for them. And again, I'm hoping to pick up Jedi Training Rey next time she comes out, so I'll have a viable Resistance team too. At that point, I'll have something for every phase, because right now I only really have my Zeta Vader for Phase 1 and my Jedi for Phase 2. I kitchen sink Phase 4 and then Phase 3. Sometimes I can use my Sith against them, but I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. But that does it for ships and for just miscellaneous stuff. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the Grand Arena. I may do my offense on video. I haven't decided yet, but I'm hoping this event turns out good, because it's got a lot of potential. I like reaching deeper into my roster, and it makes me want to level things up more. So thank you all for watching, and farewell.